Hello friends, my name is BK Kolapre. In this video, we are going to see how to find out the slope and deflection by using Maculus method. We had seen in earlier video a overhanging beam on the right hand side. So today we will see the overhanging beam on the both the sides. So let us take a problem for that. Now this is a beam. It is hinged here and it is roller here. So it is overhanging on both the sides here. So here it is carrying a concentrated load of 40 kilonewton. This is A, B, midpoint is C, D and E. There is a load of 20 kilonewton acting here on the right hand side. Now these spans are 2 meters, 2 meters, 2 meters and 2 meters. It is overhanging on both the sides here. Now you are required to find y at A, deflection at A, deflection at the last point E, deflection at the midpoint C, deflection at the midpoint. So we are finding out deflection at A, deflection at E and deflection at C. Using these deflections, let us draw the profile of deflected shape of beam. How the beam is going to deflect after finding out the deflections at A, B and C. Now as we know, the first job is to find out the support reactions here. So here he has given you the data of I is 50 into 10 to the power of 6 mm raised to 4 and E is equal to 200 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton per mm square. These are the data which are given. Required to find 1, 2 and 3. In all the 3 cases, deflection is only asked to you. So let us go for, if slope is also asked, you can find out slope also at any point once you find out the slope and deflection equation. So first we'll go for the reactions. So here reactions, there are only 2 loads acting. So RA plus RB is one support and RD is another support. RD is equal to 40 plus 20 is equal to 60. These are total downward load acting. So let us take moment about B and equate it to 0. I am taking moment about B. So this is RD, this is RB. So RD into the perpendicular distance is 2 plus 2, 4 meters anti-clockwise. Then I will come to this 40 into its perpendicular distance is 2 meters. This is rotating in anti-clockwise direction, so minus. Then coming to that 20 into the distance from here to here is 2 plus 2 plus 2, 6 meters, and that is rotating in clockwise direction must be equal to 0. If you simplify for RD, you get the value of RD is equal to 10 kilonewton and you get RB is equal to 10 means this is total 50, so this will be 50 kilonewton. So RB is equal to 50 kilonewton and RD will be equal to 10 kilonewton. Once you find out the reactions, you will have to go for Maculus method. There is no UDL acting here. So only concentrated loads are acting. So we will write the equations for the bending moment. Now coming to the portion. you will have to consider section XX. Where you will consider the section XX? It is to be considered at the last portion. So out of all this portion, this is the last portion. So consider the section in the last portion XX. 1. At a distance x from the leftmost end. So what is the leftmost end here? This is leftmost end, and don't take from the support. From the leftmost end, the section is at a distance of x. So consider section XX at last portion at a distance x from leftmost portion, leftmost point, from the leftmost point. So this is another special thing you are seeing. If there is anything cantilevering on this side, the distance is measured from there. So once you do this, you will begin with your EI d2y by dx square is equal to, let us write the equation. So we are taking moment of all the forces on the left hand side. So let us begin with this 40, and its perpendicular distance is x, down minus. Now next let us come to this RB 50, it is up, so plus 50 into, I want this distance from the section, so x minus 2 will be this distance, so into x minus 2 up. Then there is one more reaction here. We had left this part in the earlier video, so we will take this part, so it is 10 into this distance, so total distance is x minus this total distance, 2 plus 2 plus 2, 6, so x minus 6, it is up, so it is positive. So you should be careful in writing this equation. So once you write this equation, we can go for integrating EI dy by dx is equal to minus 40 x square by 2 plus C1, constant of integration in the first portion only, plus 50 into, so as per Maclaurin's method you will have to integrate this as whole, plus 10 into x minus 6 raised to 2 divided by 2. Right? So this will be 10, this will be 25, and this will be 5. So here, this let me write once, minus 10 x square plus C1 plus 25 into x minus 2 whole square plus 5 into x minus 6 whole square. So further integrating EI into y will be equal to minus 10 x cubed by 3 plus C1x plus C2 in the same first portion only, all the constant of integration, plus 25 into x minus 2 raised to 3 divided by 3 plus 5 into x minus 6 raised to 3 divided by 3. So you got the slope equation, you have got the deflection equation in terms of C1 and C2. Let us find out C1 and C2. So for finding out C1 and C2, we use the boundary conditions. We know at the simplest support deflections are 0. Here deflection is 0, here deflection is 0. So when x is equal to 2 meters, y is equal to 0, because we are measuring x from here. So at x is equal to 2 meters, the deflection is 0. If I substitute that in this equation for deflection, so suppose if I call this as 1 and this as 2, so from equation 2, if you substitute the value of the boundary condition, so you get C2 C1 plus C2 is equal to 53.33. So if you substitute in this equation, this is 0, so x cube C1x plus C2 it is nowhere 0, so you are getting one equation like this. 2c1 plus c2 is equal to 53.33. Second condition, when x is equal to another support, this point. So this distance will be 2 plus 2 plus 2. When x is equal to 6 meters, again the deflection is 0. Again from the equation 2 for deflection, if you simplify, you get 6c1 plus c2 is equal to 906.67. if you simplify this in the deflection equation. So we have got here two equations in terms of C1 and C2. Two unknowns, you have got two equations. You will have to solve these two equations. So you know very well how to solve the equations. So if you want to cancel C2, you get, I am taking this 4 and 3 simultaneously, C2 gets cancelled here. So minus 4C1 is equal to 853.24. If you simplify that, so C1 value will be equal to 213.33. So substituting this value here in the upper side, you get C2 will be equal to minus 373.34. So you get two equations. You'll have to solve for C1 and C2. Once you substitute this C1 and C2 in the slope and deflection equation, you can find out at any point what is the slope and what is the deflection. So let us substitute these values of C1 and C2 for the slope equation. EI dy by dx is equal to minus 10x square plus C1. C1 is 213.33 plus 25 into x minus 2 whole square plus 5 into x minus 6 square, and deflection equation will be EI into y will be equal to minus 10 x cube by 3 plus C1, value of C1 is plus 213.33 into x plus C2 is minus 373.34 plus 25 into x minus 2 raised to 3 divided by 3 plus 5 into x minus 6 raised to 3 divided by 3. You have got the slope equation, you have got the deflection equation. You can find out at any point how much is the slope and how much is the deflection. So in this problem you have been asked to find out deflection at A, C and E. Let us go for deflection at A. So when the deflection is at A, let us call this equation Roman 1, this is Roman 2. Deflection at A means what will be the value of at A? So we are measuring x from here, so x will be equal to 0. When x is equal to 0, y is equal to ya. So if we are simplifying the value in this equation, 0, 0, so we are left with EIYA is equal to minus 373.34 minus 373.34 kilonewton meter cube. So here E is given to you 2 into 10 to the power of 5 and I is given to you as 50 into 10 to the power of 6 into y. A is equal to minus 373.34 into 10 to the power of 12 to convert it in Newton mm cube. So here ya will be equal to minus 37.334 mm. Minus indicates the deflection is downwards. Likewise, we will find out the deflection at the point E, last point. So B is deflection at E, y is equal to ye. So what will be the distance of x at E? 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So when x is equal to 8 meters, when x is equal to 8 meters, y will be equal to ye. Let us substitute in this deflection equation. EIYE is equal to minus 10, 8, 8. If you substitute the value, you get EIYE is equal to minus 266.7 kilonewton meter cube. So let us substitute the value of E and I. 2 into 10 to the power of 5 into I is 50 into 10 to the power of 6. YE is equal to minus 266.7 into 10 to the power of 12. So only unknown here is YE, and if you simplify for YE, you get YE is equal to minus 26.67 mm. Negative indicates the deflection is downwards. Likewise, we will go for the deflection at C. Third is deflection at C. Y is equal to YC. And what is the distance of x? It is at the center. 2 plus 2, 4 meters. So when x is equal to 4 meters, so if you substitute x equal to 4 meters in the deflection equation, you get EIYC is equal to 119.58 kilonewton meter cube. So let us substitute the value. 2 into 10 to the power of 5 into I is 50 into 10 to the power of 6 is into YC is equal to 119.58 into 10 to the power of 12. So only unknown here is YC. So YC will be equal to 11.958 mm. This is positive, that means the deflection is upwards. The deflection is upwards. So we have found out only deflections. Now I can find out what will be the slope at A. So for finding out slope at A, substitute x is equal to 0 in slope equation. You get the slope at A. If I want to know slope at E, then substitute a value of E is equal to 8 meters in this slope equation. You will get the slope at the end. The only thing is you have to be careful about the unit here. Now here finally has asked you to draw the deflected curve. He has asked you to find out the deflected curve. Suppose if I extend this, this is a beam. One thing is sure, at this point B and D there will be no deflection, whereas it will be deflecting on the other side. Now here we have seen at E, A, the deflection is downwards, and this deflection is 37.334 mm. This is downwards. We have seen at the point E, the deflection is again downwards, and this deflection is 26.67 mm. This is also downwards. At C, we have seen the deflection at C is plus means it will go up, and this point is 11.958 mm. And if I join all these points, 0, top, 0, bottom. So this is known as the deflected shape. Deflected shape of beam. This is the deflected shape of beam. So it is a parabolic in nature. So deflection area will be down because the load is down. Load is down. So these parts will get lifted. If I bend these two at the bottom, so definitely it is going to, this part will be coming up. So like this, UDL continue up to the right hand. The portion is to be considered the last portion, and the distance to be measured is always from the leftmost portion. So take care of that. The procedure remains the same, only you have to substitute boundary conditions and find out the value of C1 and C2. Use those C1 and C2 in the slope equation and deflection equation. At any point by substituting x, you can find out the slope as well as the deflection. So these are the various categories of problem that you see in slope and deflection on the beam. Subscribe the channel for more videos. Press the bell icon for notification. Comment for questions in the comment section. Thank you very much for seeing all my videos. Thank you very much.